Hi there, welcome to the channel. If you're new, then my name's Andy, and in May of last year I found myself basically with a car key and a bin bag full of clothes and nowhere to live in the high season in Greece. So I found this abandoned sailboat for €400. When I found it, the sailboats were floating and the engine was in bits. I gave myself 6 weeks to get it back on the water, and I've been fixing it ever since. We're coming to the end of the project now, so yeah, if you like it, please hit the subscribe button and follow me for future videos.
Okay, back on this worktop this week. So the fisherman next door was throwing this lino away. I was going to use cardboard to make a template, but the lino is actually probably better. So I've basically fitted it, cut it to size. There's a little bit of a cut out here, but that's okay because I've still got a straight line. And then here I've used the hot glue gun to just stick these pieces in, so I've got that curve really nice. So the next job is to take this off, and then I've got some MDF that I'm going to use this as a template on to cut it to shape. And then once I've got that, I need to take out the sink covers and take off the door for the freezer, and then I can cut those shapes out in this template, and then that's ready. Okay, the plan is to use the MDF as a base. Okay, turn it upside down, seal it, cover that in release wax, mold release wax, and then paint it with gel coat, and then fiberglass it. And once that's set, I can release it from the MDF, turn it upside down again, or right side up in this case, and that will become my base for here. So it will give me a nice hard white gel finish that will be polished. At the moment I'm waiting for the release compound, the release wax, because I've had to order that separately. So I might not be able to get this finished this week. If I don't, I'll get it to as far as I can, I'll show you that. And then we're going to work on the front cabin, because this has just been my dumping ground. So it's then a case of pull everything out of here, and we'll start working on that and see if we can get that looking nice. So those are the jobs for this week. Okay, so that is now cut out as close as I can get it. So the idea being now, once I've got my fiberglass and gel coat cover, I'll put this on the underside of it and then trace out these holes and then cut the holes, and that should be the exact size I need to go on the glue on the top of there and the top of this, which is the freezer compartment lid, and that should hopefully be what I need. Now if there's a little bit of gap on these, it's not going to be too bad, because there needs to be enough to be able to actually seat them in and out anyway. But if there's a gap on that, it's going to look horrible, so I need to make sure that is as accurate as I can be. So now I've got this, I'm going to trace this onto the MDF I've got and trim that so that it just sits nice in here. So we're ready. Okay, so that's the MDF cut to size, and it fits in like a glove. Tiny little gap just here, that will be filled by Sikaflex, not a problem. Everything else is seating nicely. So yeah, put on this top, not this side, because it's the other side that needs sealing, and it's the other side that will be the base for the mold for the gel coat fiberglass finish. So yeah, that is good. So final thing I can do is get this sealed, okay, and sanded and really nice and flat, ready for the release wax when that turns up, and then we're ready to go.
Okay, so I just used some old paint. This is paint I used some work in the end here. So that's got 3 coats on it. It needs now flattening back just to get the orange peel off. and then that's ready for the wax, and that's basically as far as I can go on it, I think, until the release wax turns up. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. So today we're going to start tackling that front cabin, I think, and get moving on that. So I'll probably put one more coat of paint on there just to give me a nice solid base to be able to sand back, and then we'll crack on.
So, change of plans. Seeing as I've got two pair of hands to get all the bolts out, I've taken this first window out, and that came out far too easy. So scrape all of this off, clean it all up, clean all that lot up. I've got some Sikaflex 295 UV to stick it all back down, and we'll get this stuck down and bolted, and it'll be leak free again. Okay, after about half an hour scraping and scraping and scraping, this is now at least smooth, so I need to get some acetone and just give that a wipe down, and then that's ready. So now I've got to start on cleaning off all this lot. So this is going to be interesting, isn't it? So let's start on this and work through. So I've cleaned all of the old Sikaflex off, I've sanded it down, I've wiped it with acetone. My concern is things like this, where the gel coat is all chipped, because obviously Sikaflex is not going to stick to that. So I don't know, I'm inclined to basically try it and stick it down, mainly because it's clouding over. I don't want to be stuck without a window, and yeah, I'm going to have to grind all this lot back and re-gel coat it otherwise, and I'm not sure that I've got the time to do it. So let me know what you think in the comments, whether I'm basically cutting corners and going to give myself more problems later. We'll see. But I think this is, yeah, it's clean. I'm going to give it another rub down with acetone in a second, and now I'm going to just go and clean the window, get that ready. Okay, that is in, bolted, stuck down. I'm going to put another bead of Sikaflex along the outside edge of it, but I need to mask it off before I do that. And then that's one side complete. So I can now put the window frames in permanently on this side.
Moving on to the starboard side now, and look at the state of this Sikaflex. The window literally just fell out, so definitely time to redo this. I'm amazed that I didn't get as much water in the boat as I have been doing, so yeah, worth doing.
Well, that looks weird, doesn't it? No boom. So my friend is here to help me with the sail, and this is the boom. It's just come off. He's changing the gooseneck for me. This is the main sail, and the sail is in really good condition, apart from there's a tiny little tear. Don't know if you can see it, just there. The sail, I think, is just fractionally too big for the boat, because it should go in line with, I don't know if you can see it, there's a black line, because there's a black line there, top of the mast, and it's just coming a little bit past that, which is making it stick. But you know, the sail's easily shortened, so I'm going to leave that for the potentially the next owner to sort. It doesn't really harm what I want it for anyway, so I can still use the sail. Starboard window is out. Came out far easier than the port side, and there was actually mud in the join, so how that was actually sealing I don't know, so it was well overdue for doing. So just cleaning it out now, cleaning it off, and then I'll sand this and acetone it, and we'll put it back in, and then that's another job done. Okay, so the gooseneck is off. 3 rivets, 1, 2, 3, and it's come off. I've just taken all the pulleys out, and this pulley here is disintegrated. It's basically snapped in half. So it should be like that, and it's like that. So we're just going to get some more, because they're not looking too brilliant anyway. This is the old gooseneck, and you can see where it's actually spread. So at some point the boat has had a cross jibe and it has bent the gooseneck. This is the new one, and you can see very easily the difference. So gone to get pulleys, and then rivet gun, fancy rivet gun, new lines for the reefing, and yeah, Bob's your mother's brother. So it'll look good when it's finished, isn't it? Okay, starboard side is done, in, sealed, a little bit of excess just to trim off with a razor blade once it cures, and then both windows are now watertight. Brilliant. So I'm taking a break from working on the boat for a couple of weeks while I do my Yachtmaster. The theory was intense and very enjoyable. This is us heading into Vasiliki, and we did some manoeuvres in there and stayed until it started to get dark.
Straight at that orange red box now.
The red box.
Yeah. That's it, straight wheel now.
Yeah.
Keep it there, keep it there.
And now hard turn and hard
Not
reverse.
yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Keep there. Not yet.
Too far away.
Too far away, too early.
I can't see it from here.
As it starts to get dark, there's not a breath of wind. You can see the smoke there, just literally is haze. It's not going anywhere, which is amazing when you consider that when we left here we ended up in a force 7 and yeah, 2 meter waves. It was quite interesting. This is the following day, and the wind has died down somewhat, so we started to do man overboard drills.
Yachtmaster's over, and I passed.
I'm not sure whether I should have done, to be honest, but I passed. That's the main thing.
Well, I'm doing this between rain showers, but yeah, last season with no bimini was an absolute killer. So I bought a bimini out of the catalogue, which is great, except that it's missing a bolt. Yeah, bit of finagling to put it on, and I'm doing it in between rainstorms because, as you can see, it's very rainy and stormy still. Still got that low pressure system in the area, so we've had thunder and lightning and all sorts. So yeah, but I've sourced a couple of bolts, just odd ones that I've got lying around. We'll see if some of these fit. You never know. And then we'll do a dry fit, see how it goes on, and work from there. And hopefully we'll have a working bimini soon. Won't that be nice? Okay, problem number one, the backstay. I can't go much further back than I am because otherwise it'll basically interfere with the backstay. Problem number two, the boom, which I'm pretty sure comes to about here. So this is going to interfere with the boom, but I'm thinking you could partially fold it and at least you've got some shade here, and that might be the way it'll work. So when you're sailing, you fold it back and you've just got this piece open, and when you are not sailing you can bring it forward, lift the boom, and then you've got your shade, and it's just high enough to stand under. My head's touching the canvas, and of course at the moment it's not tensioned, so you'll have wires that come down at the back, and you'll have yeah, things to tension it on the front. So yeah, should be okay, I think. It'll have to be, because I'm not getting one custom made. I can't afford to. You know, I was quoted like €2,000 just for the steel work, never mind anything else. So this will have to do. But yeah, it'll keep the rain off, won't it? And that's what's important, particularly now. So I'm going to basically work out where I need to mark everything up. I'm a little bit concerned that they are really close to the winches and to the diesel filler, so I might have to do a bit of jiggery pokery around that. And the same on this side, a bit close to the winch, but I think once we've finangled it we should be okay. So yeah, onwards and upwards, I suppose. Well, that went on a lot easier than I expected it to, and I think it looks actually pretty damn spiffy, as Maz would say. So yeah, pretty good. The only thing I don't like about it is the self-tappers, but when we get some dry weather I'll take them out and fill the holes with Sikaflex and then put them back in, so that at least there's something there. But they only go through the first skin anyway, so it's not too bad. And yeah, it'll keep us dry. The gooseneck is there, which means yes, the boom will be over it. So we'll have to move the boom out of the way to fold it up. But I think it's good. And we could probably, no we couldn't because of the sail track. But I was going to say we could probably sail with that, but I don't think we can. Never mind. I still think it looks good. And yeah, see where we go with that.
Meet our newest crew member. This is Theo. I've been missing having a dog, so Theo was found. He was abandoned. There was three puppies, 2 girls and a boy, and this is him just arriving and getting to know Beggar. Beggar's not best pleased. Happy? Just had something to eat, haven't we? Yeah, good boy. Hello. Good boy. What's that? What's that? You try. You try. Come on. Ah, where's he gone? Where's he gone? No clue. You'll know. You will. There you have it for another video, guys. We are slap bang up to date. I still haven't got into that front cabin. It's been really weird weather and we're forecast rain for the next week or so. But I'm going to crack on, get things done. Thank you for watching, and yeah, if you haven't already, could you subscribe? It really helps the channel and helps us be able to produce future videos. See you next time.